Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Wherever you are in the world, this is Brunch Boxing. I'm your host, Matt. Flying solo today, but I'm here with the master marionette, the super producer of Brunch Boxing, my guy, Huey P. What's going on, Huey?
Not much, not much. Got an early start to the day. Got a busy day ahead of me out here working in this MMA event with our friend Emily. So doing this show on the road, but we here.
Yeah, and for those wondering where Ezra and Mike are at, I got two words for you. Junto Nakatani. So make sure you go subscribe right now. If you haven't subscribed to Brunch Boxing, go share it with a friend and have that friend share with a friend. We want all eyes on this because this is going to be a historic day for the Brunch Boxing channel. But I wanted to get into the state of boxing. We will do that and shelve that for now because this morning over there in Japan, Tenshin Nasukawa stopped Juan Francisco Estrada. Estrada retired on his stool in 9 rounds. It was an excellent performance from Tenshin Nasukawa, and it's kind of going with the theme. I know my guy Boxrec Gray, arbiter of all records, likes to tell me, "Hey, Matt, this ain't 2016 no more." He told me that when Keith Thurman got his ass kicked by Sebastian Fundora. He told me that when Jamal Charlo uh, had a fight coming, then announced his retirement 6 days later. He continuously tells me that, hey, these old guys, it's out with the old in with the new. And Tenshin Nasukawa, he must be on that it's not 2016 no more movement because he told Juan Francisco Estrada, get the hell up out of here. And he was able to beat him up and then stop him. I think he broke his ribs too, because Gaia was really holding his ribs. But it was just a very, very interesting fight. The card itself was a bit lackluster. They did lose what was supposed to be one of the big fights on the card, Takami versus Angel Ayala. Takami was not medically cleared to fight because he was dehydrated. He had some weight issues and things of that nature. So that fight got pulled for the card. And then another fight on the card, Tomboy Suboy, he and Pedro Guevara ended in a no contest after an accidental clash in round two. So it was like, damn, this card to me had a lot of hype, but because of circumstances beyond, anyone's control, it did not quite live up to it. But we did get a great bounce back performance from Tenshin Nasukawa. It looks like we have a third guest. It looks like somewhere on the road we have the host of Brunch Boxing, the master of the walk and talk, the master of the sit and spit, the John Madden of boxing. Well, I gotta stop calling you that. You don't do breakdowns no more. But we do have Ezra Boxing. What's going on, Ezra?
Oh man, I'm right here in the heart of Little Tokyo. I'm literally doing the walk and talk on the show. And you know what? I should probably do this every week. Every week I should be at a different location in Los Angeles, and just do the show from here, right? Boots on the ground, literally. But yeah, I'm doing a walk and talk right now. I saw the fight this morning. It was brutal to wake up to watch it, but I watched it. I thought tension looked amazing. I thought, Francisco Estrada has seen better days, of course, but still tension for what he's doing in his career. I mean, that's just amazing talent. Like that's just amazing ability to be able to just come to the sport late from kickboxing, learn a whole new discipline, a whole new style and technique, and be as good as he is. It just that dude's just a natural fighter. He's just a natural fighter. Some guys just have that.
Yeah, he is a natural. I think he's shown that he's learning rapidly because I don't think he looked really particularly good in his last fight against Takuma Inoue. maybe he learned, or maybe he had a dead man in front of him. I
Did,
guess the only way we'll see is what happens next.
from
So
that
what's
performance, do you think the rematch looks different versus Inoue?
is he gonna make it to anyway rematch? Anyway is gonna be fighting Kazuda Ioka.
Okay, he's the mandatory for that winner.
Yeah. So who knows if Ioka might be anyway, you know? You never know.
Yeah.
Ioka has a way of shocking the boxing world, especially the Japanese boxing world. So, tension versus either guy, I think is a good bump. But it just depends on, is the tension we saw against Takuma Inoue the tension that there is right now, or is the guy that we saw against Estrada the real tension? Will the real tension Nasukawa please stand up?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, let's say, I still think he's improving. So I do think there was a better performance. It did, like you said, it could help because who he had in front of him. But I just thought he looked a little more calmer. He was more patient with what he was doing. I thought he was setting up stuff better. He wasn't rushing. So I like the way he looked today. I would love to see him fight the winner of Yoka versus Inoue. I think that's going to be a huge fight. Whoever wins that.
Oh, definitely, definitely, definitely. But I wanted to move on to the state of boxing. Every once in a while, I like to give a state of the boxing address. Sometimes I do it with PBC, maybe Top Rank, but today I'm doing it with all of boxing because we've had some big-ish news come out with the boxing world in like the past couple weeks. Obviously, we know that Top Rank has signed with the Zone. We know that Golden Boy has re-signed with the Zone. And then this week, the Zone announced that they will do a partnership with TNT Sports on a monthly series called The Fight, and that will be broadcast on TNT platforms. Now, you, my co-host, thought that this was like a huge deal that no one's
Massive,
talking about.
massive deal.
Tell us why.
Well, the Zone's biggest problem is its reach. It can't reach anyone. It can't advertise its fights. No one can find it, right? And that is hard because you're an app that solely based really around boxing in the U.S. And no one knows about it, right? It's new. So how do you gain attention for the fights, and how do you get attention for people to sign up for the app? The one thing we know that was boxing needed was to be on a network that people have access to, that people are familiar with, and that is TNT, True TV, TBS, all that. Those combinations are people are familiar with it. They watch other sports on it. There's other shows on it that people watch. So now they can advertise while people are watching those other sports, other shows. Now, what people can just, like I always said, oh, can you just come across it? Can you stumble across it? That's the biggest problem people have in TV today, is there's not a lot of stumble across. You can't stumble across it. Back when you had cable, you would just be changing the channels and you would stumble across boxing. You stumble across a new movie. You don't really have that today. The only thing that kind of has that is Netflix, because people just turn on Netflix automatically when they turn on their TV. But no other really streaming service has that. When you have it on a regular cable channel, right, people can just stumble across it. And if the biggest part of the deal too was, like, it's a deal with the Zone, so that means every other promotion is going to have fights on there. It's not just one promotion. It's not a thing. It's like almost like an HBO Showtime type thing. So I think it's a massive deal, and it's going to make the reach of the Zone in these fights way easier to people. So I think that this is a really, really big deal. I would love to hear why you think it's not that big a deal.
Give me 1 second.
What's going on? What's going on? I'm on the ground. You know what I mean? You understand that for me to do this show today, right? I'm on boots on the ground, and I still made it to do the show. I'm right here. I'm talking in the middle. Honestly, people probably think I'm insane. They probably think, this guy talking to himself. You know what I mean? But I'm still doing the show. This guy is sitting comfortably in his house, and he can't even, respond in an adequate time. It's unbelievable. But I would love for this guy to cook up what's so negative about this, because I got to be honest with you.
I gotta be honest with you. I didn't want you to do the show today.
I know you did
I
it. I
I,
know you
I
did it.
was expecting to filibuster all day about the state of boxing
Yep.
and not have any pushback.
Oh, I love it.
And then before I even get into my first topic, I see your ugly mug come up on my screen.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was a
So
shock to me. It was a shock to me too. I saw Ezra and backstage, and I was like, "Oh damn! I'm glad I got the windows ready earlier."
Do you guys remember the Outsiders? Do you remember when they went to the Rumble? And then Matt Dillon comes in and he says, "You think you're gonna have a Rumble without me?" That's exactly what I did today.
but here's the thing, and why I think your feelings are overblown. The Zone does mostly pay-per-view. Can we agree on that?
For their big fights, yes.
No. They do mostly pay-per-view, period.
Are you saying because people pay for the app?
No, they do mostly pay-per-view.
Okay, go ahead, keep going.
Um, that pay-per-view is only available to the Zone subscribers until they put their pay-per-view on terrestrial cable, where you could just order it with a remote. It's not going to matter.
Okay.
So you're going to get their monthly events on the TNT networks. Hopefully it's not True TV and stuff like as you said. That'd
They
be
were
horrible. I'm hoping it's on straight TNT.
they were very specific that True TV was just gonna do shoulder programming. They were very specific on that. True TV was only gonna do shoulder programming.
Okay, because yeah, it gotta be on TNT or it doesn't work. Now here's the thing. TNT, TBS, these are dying networks.
Are
Okay,
they
These
not?
so okay,
these
go ahead.
these these are dying networks.
That's funny.
So it kind of feels like they're attempting to use boxing to revive these networks. I don't know if you remember the talks with Netflix when Warner Brother Discovery was looking to sell, and Netflix came with the deal. Netflix did not want none of these channels.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, Netflix said that we're good. There's not enough return on our investment to invest in these cable channels. So it's kind of like, what's the real value of these channels that Warner Brothers has? You
Okay.
know, now hopefully, because we know boxing fans are rabid, hopefully boxing fans could revive these channels and turn it into something again. But as of right now, I'm just tempering my excitement.
Okay. So
Now,
can
what
I
I am
counter?
excited about is that reportedly the first event is going to be the Cleveland homecoming of Abdullah Mason. Now, Eddie Hearn says that the fight is not done, but they're working on it. We'll see. I hope it goes through.
Okay, let me counter your point real quick, right? Because you said these are dying channels, and yeah, Netflix didn't want them because Netflix is a streaming service. It's not gonna. It would make no sense to them to buy the channels, and they're not gonna do that. What Netflix wanted from them was all their movie titles. They wanted the
Yeah.
for all their movie titles, right? So they could have that all in the thing, and then Netflix was also gonna distribute the fights. The new movies to the theater, and then bring them to Netflix right away. So that was their business model.
Yeah,
Now, what you're
but here's
saying,
the thing. Well,
okay, just real quick. What you're really saying is that cable is dying. I agree with you on that. And the whole thing with cable, right, is that it mostly has an older audience. People that are familiar with cable kept their cable. Now, the younger audience, of course, are the streaming. Now, what this is big though is because it opens back to a new audience, right, an older audience that finds it easier access to these fights now when they do have cable. So it almost doubles your audience, just like ESPN. It doubles your audience to the younger model that does streaming. And another thing too is that TNT is streamed on multiple things. Streamed on Sling, YouTube TV, also HBO Max or whatever the hell they're calling it today. You get TNT when you have that thing. You can go watch whatever's live on TNT. You can watch when you have HBO Max. You watch NBA, NCAA. You can watch anything that's on there. You can watch HBO Max. So there's a lot of access to it. Now, another thing too is the zone. Not a lot of people are familiar with the zone. So if you are putting good fights on there, and then people say, "Oh, I want to see, where do I watch more fights?" and then they can advertise the Zone, the app, on there, right? And you could get the Zone now on Amazon. You could get the Zone through your regular app and through regular the Zone app. That helps them with advertising. Their biggest problem was advertising. They couldn't put. No one knew any of this was happening. That's why you see huge numbers in Canelo's fights, and dips in his fights. You see huge dips in a lot of their big names fighters because no one knows what's happening there because they're not able to advertise it. This right now will create an access to a lot of people eyeballs to advertise the fight.
We hope so. We hope so. Um, I want to get into dirty boxing.
Okay.
I want to get into dirty boxing.
Did you see that we had a guest, a friend of the show backstage that I think maybe wanted to chime in on the TNT DAZN Sports host of the RNS podcast, host of the Sunday
great man.
Morning Sermon, TY. What do you got to say?
It's really important to hear TY because when I told TY this, he was very excited. But Matt poo-pooed it. And I want to know what, after TY hearing both our cases, what he feels. Does he feel the same excitement that he originally felt when I brought it up to him?
He just dropped. So, Matt, it looks like you can get on with the dirty boxing conversation.
Yeah, so brunch boxing was boots on the ground at the Dirty Boxing 6 event last night in Miami, Florida. In the main event, a shocking upset. Michael Garcia knocked out Rob the Wolf Perez in the first round for the interim DBX heavyweight championship. I mean, I watched the entire event, so I don't want this to sound like an advertisement for dirty boxing, but damn it, I was entertained. You know, it has all the stuff that we love about boxing, the strategy, the punching, the striking, but none of the stuff we hate about it because you get penalized very quickly if you hold. Now they let you work in the clinch, but in the clinch, you can throw elbows. You can throw elbows. So it's like a really hybrid set of rules. And if someone gets knocked down, you can ground and pound. You can ground and pound. So to me, it's everything I like about boxing with nothing I don't like. And then it's what I like about MMA with nothing I don't like. Because you don't have
It's
people
the perfect combination.
pumping and rolling around, you know, someone laying on top of somebody for like a half an hour until that stupid air horn goes off, you know. So shout out to Dirty Boxing. It was a great event.
I
Go
want
ahead.
to. I want to be a commentary on one of these fights. Now, if the Dirty Boxing is listening, I will do it for free. Whatever you're paying someone, I'm automatically a better deal because I'm willing to do it for free. I just please give me the opportunity. I'll fly myself out wherever you have these Dirty Boxing events at. I will fly myself out. I want to do the commentary. I want Matt to do the commentary with me. Come on, someone's got to give us a chance here. I feel like Dirty Boxing are the people to do it.
Yes, now Dirty Boxing. I will not do it for free. I will not do it for free.
Ezra is the only party of brunch boxing that is willing to pay to work. We're just gonna say that right now.
And you guys, rule number one of business: get in the door. You know what I mean? That's all I ask. Just get a foot in the door. You guys.
Ty, did you have a chance to see the Dirty Boxing event last night, or any of the clips on the timeline? Do you have any thoughts on this before giving your thoughts on the DAZN deal?
Come on. I'm hardcore. I'm not. Come on.
All right. So, what do you think of the TNT deal? Matt, did you hear me and Matt's case?
Matt's a hater, man. Like he's a hater. It's great for the sport. We got Abdullah Mace on real TV, man. Matt don't know nothing, man. He just a hater, man. He a hater.
There's word going around that I'm the most reasonable person on brunch boxing now. People are saying this. I am the reasonable take on brunch boxing. What a shift! What a shift!
Matt doesn't know nothing, man.
Anything.
I gotta tell you, I'm in Little Tokyo, authentic bamboo.
Hold on, Ezra. Did you see I accepted the trade? Great doing business with you.
Oh, you accepted the trade?
I accepted it.
Oh man, that is great doing business with you. See, that's what happens. That's what good business is. Everybody said, "Oh, Ezra don't do good business."
All right. As much as we would love to hear about your fantasy baseball talk, let's get back into the events of the weekend. Matt, you were mentioning, big upset in the main event of the Dirty Boxing card. Was there anything else on this card that you wanted to touch on before we go? I know we had our guy Cal out there, boots on the ground for brunch boxing. Anything else from the event that you wanted to bring up here?
Yeah, Montavious Ware is one to watch. He is a future star in Dirty Boxing, so make sure you guys really check out Montavious Ware. All right, Dirty Boxing. I think they have something here. Now it's going to be up to the higher ups, the marketing, all that stuff, to make sure they market it right, make sure they make the right deals. But the actual action itself, they have something here. So I'm gonna leave it there. Now back to the state of boxing. Okay, let's talk about the state of the heavyweight division. Today, Tyson Luke Fury returns to the ring for the first time in over a year. He will be fighting in a Netflix main event against Arslanbek Makhmudov. Ezra, does boxing still need Tyson Fury?
No, it doesn't need him. Here's the thing with boxing and the heavyweight division, especially, but basically boxing right now. It's really good. The schedule's really good. The fights that we're getting fights that our guys are serious. They're getting the fights they want. They don't doesn't need Tyson Fury. It doesn't need Usyk. That's the honest case. Like honestly, Usyk wants to fight a kickboxer. Go on ahead. You ain't holding up anything because we're still moving. Right? You got Wardley Dubois. Right? Caballero is still a guy that I want to see fight anyone. Moses Thomas coming. Torres is fighting Sanchez. You're not holding up anything. So it doesn't need Tyson Fury. If Tyson Fury wants to come in and fight real fights, we welcome it. Of course, you welcome it. But if that's what it is, I do think today is a real fight, though. I'm not. I don't think today's a joke of a fight. I think it's a real fight. And if Tyson Fury, I think, is not in his A game, and we've seen Tyson Fury not be in his A game a lot of times, he might be in a tough one, a real brutal, ugly fight. You know what I mean? So I don't think it needs him. I'm not sure boxing needs anyone right now, but it welcomes him.
Oh, I think the heavyweight division needs Tyson Fury right
Really?
now. Yeah, there's still a matchup between him and AJ that we haven't gotten yet that I think is a huge event. So it definitely still needs him. I want to see how he looks against Makhmudov because you probably didn't hear this because you weren't on yet, but the Box Rec Gray We're Done with 2016 movement seems to be in full effect. It claimed the lives of Keith Thurman, and
Mm-hmm.
today it claimed the life of Juan Francisco Estrada.
Yeah, it's true.
Will the movement claim the life of Tyson Fury
That's a
today?
good point. That's a good
You
point.
know, it's like maybe I need to stop holding on to the old ways because, like my man Slim Charles said, that's the thing about the old days. They the old days.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like I
You
said, it
know,
doesn't need him, but it welcomes him. And if he wants to fight, he's calling out guys like Wardley and stuff like that. If he's serious about that, which I don't know he is, but if he's serious about that, I welcome it. I want to see it. You know what I mean? I think Wardley right now would probably be hell for Tyson Fury. I really believe that. Like Wardley is a guy that's fast, hits hard, is never out of a fight, can power last past the sixth round, past the seventh round, past the eighth round. Like that's a really interesting fight. Another fight I think that's on this card, right? We have Hooney is
no,
on
no,
this
we,
card,
we're
correct?
no. Who cares about the rest of the
No,
card?
no,
We
no, 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 no,
we
no.
could
You're right.
we
You're
could
right.
get into that when we're doing the breakdown.
Well,
All
just I
right.
don't want to get I don't want to get into it, but I'm just saying like
Well,
you're talking
I'm
about the
talking
heavyweight
about the state of the
division.
heavyweight division
Well, I'm
because
saying you're
here's
talking
the
about the heavyweight
thing.
division. Hooney's
In
pretty damn
in
good.
in the heavyweight division, we got Fabio Wardley going up against Daniel Dubois in a couple weeks. Okay, which I think is a huge step up for Fabio Wardley. I'll be honest. I think this is going to be the roughest, toughest fight of Fabio Wardley's career. And if he can cut through Daniel Dubois like he's capable of doing, I think he actually has an argument for the best heavyweight in the world, including Usyk, because Usyk is over here fighting Rico
On
Verhoeven.
Verhoeven.
Yeah, So I think this is a very important fight for Fabio Wardley. When it comes to Usyk versus Rico, for me, the only thing I'm thinking about is what's next for Usyk. Is the Wilder fight still viable? When I spoke to Deontay Wilder and when I spoke to Shelly Finkel, they made it seem like Usyk's team was still maybe interested in making the fight. They just didn't want the fight right now. So will that fight be a viable fight for after the Verhoeven fight? I think that's the window for it. Because anything after that is going to be an issue.
Yeah,
Another thing
go ahead.
about the heavyweight division that I found very interesting is Ajit Kabayel. Ajit Kabayel wants to fight Moses Atama.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as he made that public, Frank Warren said he will sue the WBC to make Ajay Cabiel fight Usyk. I don't think that's a coincidence.
Well,
I think Modus Atama is under a protection plan.
no. You're
Yeah.
not. No, what they're trying to do. I don't even know those two things aren't even connected. That's ridiculous. What a ridiculous connection you made there. Those things are
Yeah.
connected. What they're
Oh,
doing is they're trying to get Caballo out. They're saying don't hold up the division. It's not right to hold up the division. What the hell does that have to do with Moses Atama? I don't understand why. Oh, we need to fight.
you
We
think it's
want
a
to fight.
coincidence that as soon as he said, I want to fight Moses Atama,
Oh,
Frank Warren said, no. Hey, look
they've
at this
been
over here. Look at this over here.
No, bro, that doesn't. I don't even get that connection. Like, listen, I'm with you. They're not gonna put Moses Tama with Caballo next, obviously. Like, that's not the way they're moving them. So I'm with you on that. Like, I'm not saying that. Oh no, they'll fight. No, they're not gonna fight him with Caballo next for sure. But I don't think I can connect. Those two are connected. Of course, they want him to get for a title. He's right there. Of course, they want him to fight Usyk. Like this dude, I think could beat Usyk right now. Right? He's like we said, we could be the best heavyweight in the world right now. So of course they want that fight, and if Usyk's going to play around, then they want the belt strip from him and give it to Caballero a chance to fight someone for it. So that's what it is. I don't connect the two. Oh no, he's talking about Moses Tama. Let's get him in Usyk. Like what, bro? What? Like no, they're not doing that.
He's like, hey, look over there. As soon as you turn around, pew, run away. That's what's happening right now with Moses Atama. Also in the heavyweight division, you mentioned it a little bit. We have Richard Sanchez versus Richard Sanchez.
Yeah, Richard Sanchez.
Torres versus Frank Sanchez. That's also going to be on the Usyk Rico Verhoeven card.
The real main event. That's my new thing. What's the real main event? That's the real main event.
Man, oh man. I gotta be honest with you. Knowing that this fucking guy, Frank Sanchez, knee all of a sudden hurts again, it's kind of taking some of the lust out of the fight for me. But I'm hoping that fucking Richard Torres just fucking starches him.
Well, that's the thing, right? That's where it doesn't take it from you. He has to do what a guy with that's the top heavyweight would do to a Frank Sanchez with a bad knee, right? If he struggles in there, and if it's a struggle, if it's like, oh man, like he can't really do anything, or he's struggling to a decision with it, then you're gonna be like, maybe it's not that guy. I've been very clear. I'm not that high on Torres. I don't see what other people are seeing with him. I think he looks sloppy. I think it's improved for sure. He seems like he's training with Bomac. That's a good sign. Always Bomac's the best trainer in the world. But I'm not seeing this thing where like people are comparing to Moses Tama. Me, I don't see it. Now we're gonna find out.
He's better than Moses Tama.
Huh?
He's better than Moses Tama.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that's to me that's an insane statement. But that's fine. We're saying that now. Let's see 3 years down the road. Right, I think that statement's not going to hold up.
Let's see them in the ring against each other.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all.
I think from with what both of them have done, and I understand that maybe they've taken certain different types of fights that we might have an opinion on, but like what we've seen them do in the ring, I don't know that we can really say one is definitively better than the other without it being pure speculation at this point.
Well, yeah,
and not even just saying that they need to fight, but like, who have we seen them fight that we can say either of them is a top level in this sport?
Well, because here's the thing. Not only is Richard Torres just as war ready and as vicious as Atama, Richard Torres also has a very deep amateur background at a very high level that Moses Atama just doesn't have.
He did, and a lot of people overblow the one fight with Jalal, not considering how he fought him 3-4 times, and that last one in the Olympics was actually somewhat competitive.
Yeah. So I think people are sleeping on Richard Torres, but sleep on Richard Torres, you'll be the one sleeping. So,
Esther, do you have your phone on a tripod right now? Did you bring like a whole setup out here for you to do this?
I did not. I just working with the environment. I'm kind of like Bear Grylls right now. I feel kind of like Bear Grylls, where I'm just kind of working with the environment, surviving. There's a ghetto bird above me right now. I don't know if you guys are hearing that, but it's above me right now.
I can hear it. You know what? This would have been the one time that you should have brought your microphone.
It's literally circling me. Like, I'm not sure it's not for me. I got to be honest with you. It's literally circling me.
Ayatollah, you answered my prayers.
Matt,
What happened?
Matt, who'd you call?
Nothing, buddy. Nothing.
Did I get swatted?
I heard that
Oh
happens. I
man,
heard that only happens when you get famous, Ezra.
I honestly think I'm getting swatted.
yo,
Ezra's trespassing right now. I swear to
Ezra,
God. Ezra
do, do,
has.
do me a favor, Ezra. Look right into the camera and yell, "The NBA is a suspect."
What is it?
And yell, "The NBA is a suspect."
All right, Matt, what else you got for us?
All right, let's move on to the cruiserweight division. We're only a couple weeks away from David Benavidez versus Zerto Ramirez. It's gonna be for the unified cruiserweight championship. I've seen both of these guys in the gym. They both look good. David Benavidez looks sharp. He looks fast. He looks powerful. He looks kind of thick. Zerto, he looks like he's ready to go. A little puffy in the face though. I'm kind of curious to see how this goes. This fight to me is a 50-50 fight, but when talking to a lot of different boxers, they think that Benavidez is gonna beat the hell out of Zerto. Have you moved over to that side yet, Ezra, or you think this is gonna be a really tough fight for David?
I've seen them spar before. It was tough sparring. It was back and forth sparring. That's going to be a tough fight. Benavidez moving up, I'm not sure is like the best thing for him. So we got to see. And Zerto's built like he looks like he's built like a door. I mean, that dude is wide as hell. Like honestly, this dude is humongous. Like the shots to me, or he's going to be able to hold up to those shots. Right now, is he going to get wear down with the work? The thing, but I think this is, to me, I think David Benavidez wins here. It's a decision. I don't think it's a stoppage. I don't think that. I think this is going to be a decision. I think it's going to be a competitive fight. I've been saying it since it was signed. I said, anyone that thinks this is a one-sided fight, it's just not the case. It's going to be a tough competitive fight where both guys are landing good shots. I'm like I said, I've been in the ring with Zerto. I know how strong he is. He's extremely strong, and I guarantee he's gotten stronger since then. He's only gotten bigger since then. David Benavidez, to me, as he's gotten as he's moved up, the power's been good, but I don't think it's what it once was. And I'm just curious what he looks like at this weight class because he's fighting a heavyweight. When he gets in the ring, he will be fighting a heavyweight.
Now, winner of Benavidez versus Zerto, #1 cruiserweight in the world.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree. Now, also in the cruiserweight division, Ja Opataya has resurfaced in the IBF rankings at #4. He is in line to fight the winner of the vacant title contest between Vidal Riley and Chris Billum-Smith. What's your thoughts on Ja Opataya being ranked by the IBF after being stripped?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get the whole game and everything. I don't get it. I think it's stupid. If I was IBF, you got to make a decision here. If you stripped him, just
Why
let
is
it
it
go.
stupid?
Because it's It's like, what game are we playing here? Can this guy fight for your belt
Here's
or not?
the thing. They stripped him because he broke the rules.
Okay, I get you. But also,
That's what
like,
people are not understanding. What the IBF is continuing to do, the IBF is continuing to be on the right side of the law.
That's fine.
In case Ja ever feels like he wants to sue, they're doing everything by the book.
That's fine. I think that you're right about that, right? You're right about that. Within their rules and everything, they're doing everything right. I think within just the public and looking at it, it just looks stupid. So you could be within the rules, whatever thing. But a public opinion, I think it looks dumb. It looks.
Who cares about the public? First of all,
then if you don't care about the public, then what are we doing?
First of all, it doesn't look dumb in the public, in the court of public opinion, because there is no public opinion on this. No one gives a shit.
Well, then that's the problem.
No. Hold on.
Isn't that the problem?
It's only a few paid off boxing writers that's telling you how bad the IBF is. That's it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
That's
all these guys are paid opinions. All these guys are paid opinions, but I'm not. And
hold on, but their reach is not what you think it is. It doesn't matter.
That's fine. But I'm not a paid opinion, right? And I watch boxing. I follow boxing. It looks stupid to me. It just looks like nonsense to me. That's what I'm saying. I don't care. It's just all a game. I don't want my belts to be done with legal matters. I don't want my belts to be settled by, look at, we're following Section 8, Article 9. I
So
don't
you're
care about
telling me
that.
that Canelo should
This
never
ain't
got stripped? You're
this
telling
ain't
me
this
Canelo should never got stripped?
this ain't Congress.
Are
This
you
ain't
are you
this,
telling me that Bivol shouldn't have got stripped for not fighting Benavidez?
bro. What I'm telling
And
you is,
to the counterpoint of that, not following rules like that is the reason we never got Canelo versus Benavidez, is because the WBC decided that they just wanted to do whatever they felt was
they
best
want to
for them
do.
themselves.
Yes, and most of these things are doing that. That's the thing. It's stupid. So that's what I'm telling you. It's like all this thing is dumb. The belts and all that. They hurt themselves by breaking their own rules, creating their own rules, doing the rules when they feel it's right for them, and then not doing the rules and coming up with a thing where they basically is a rule that says they can do whatever the hell they want, whenever the hell they want. That's the problem. So that's what I'm telling you, Matt. I get you. You're going through the legal part of it, the laws of it, and you're saying, oh, that they're doing all right. I'm with you. It's just stupid though. Honestly, it's just no one gives a damn. It's not going to build more people to watch the sport. It's not. It's less understanding of the sport.
Well. Speaking of people not watching, WBC champion Noel Mikhailian, supposedly he's been offered a fight by his promoter Don King against a nondescript guy that's like way down in WBC rankings. What the hell is going on with Noel Mikhailian? When is he going to try to mix it up with one of these other champions?
Bro, I don't know. Like I said, well, he's with Don King, so who knows what the hell's going to happen there. But is the WBC going to allow this? The WBC going to
Why
put up
not?
with
The
this?
guys within their rankings.
This is nonsense. That's what I'm saying. Whatever it is, have fun with it. I don't even think about the belts anymore. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even think about those belts anymore.
Yeah,
I
you
couldn't
do.
give a damn about them. I just care about who's fighting who. Zayas versus Boots. I just want to see that fight. I don't care what belt's on the line. I just want to see that fight.
All right, let's move on to the light heavyweight division. Dmitry Bivol is scheduled to fight Michael Eifert May 30th in Russia, Ekaterinburg in Russia. Honestly, this fight is going over like a fart in the elevator, man. I'm not interested. I don't care about the fight. Uh, I don't understand why Dmitry Bivol gave up his belt to avoid David Benavidez as a mandatory. But when Michael Eifert comes to knock in, he's like, you know what? I want to fight that guy right now. I think it's some sucker shit. It's a sucker move. I would love to hear from him about it. Like, what exactly is your line of thinking? Because you didn't have to drop the belt. You could have just asked the WBC for a medical exemption and had Benavidez wait, and that could have been you versus Benavidez Cinco de Mayo weekend. It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. Another part of that situation that I think bears watching, the WBO interim belt was supposed to be decided between Callum Smith and David Morrell. Callum Smith obviously pulled out with an injury, but WBO president Gustavo Olivieri said the winner of Callum Smith versus David Morrell has to fight the winner of Dmitry Bivol versus Michael Eifert with no intervening bouts, which means there's going to be another decision to make for Dmitry Bivol. Is he going to drop the WBO belt, or is he going to fight his mandatory again and push off the Artur Beterbiev fight even more? I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to do. I have my own thoughts. My prediction is if Dave Morrell beats Callum Smith, Dmitry Bivol's dropping that belt and he's going to be fighting Artur Beterbiev. But if Callum Smith wins, he's going to be like, you know what? I think I'll just make my mandatory. I can't do anything, Artur. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, the way he's moving right now, I can't doubt that at all. Right? I can't doubt that at all. I always did say that Morrell had a better shot to get the Bivol fight than Benavidez. I still stand by that. But like I said, the Eifert fight is an easy fight for him. He feels an easy fight. It's a payday. It's not being done with Turkey. It's getting done in Russia with a Russian promotion. Am I correct on that?
Yes, RCC.
Right. So yeah, he found someone to pay for it.
His own promoter.
Yep. So then Probably fight Beterbiev because that makes money. I'm sure Turkey will be willing to pay for that one. And then we'll see from there. But I don't expect him to fight Benavidez anytime soon. I don't. I think that we're going to get another basically Canelo situation with Benavidez.
Yeah, it's a shame too. It really is a shame because a lot of these guys supposedly they were boogeymen coming up. Now when they got the gun, they're doing the avoiding, which is very, very interesting to me. Um, is there anything else going
Well,
on at light heavyweight that
well,
piqued your interest?
I have a question for you. So say Benavidez beats Zerto. Okay, let's just say Morale beats Smith. What is more likely? Morale Benavidez 2
No,
or Benavidez the
no.
heavyweight?
Heavyweight would be more likely.
I think so too. I think so too. I think
I
actually,
don't think. I don't think.
I
I don't
actually
think
think
they
that
would do that
Benavidez.
matchup again.
Yeah, I think I actually think that Benavidez will be a heavyweight after the Zerto fight. That's what I expect.
I don't think so. I think depending on how he performs against Zerto, maybe he might feel sluggish at 200 pounds and say, you know what, I need to go back down to light heavyweight, get my edge. You know, he doesn't have to cut weight like he did before, so that can be detrimental to a fighter also, especially when it comes to 25 pounds, because maybe you're not going as hard as you usually do because you know you have to make
Oh,
175. You know,
yeah,
so
yeah. That's true. No,
we'll
that's true.
see.
Like I said, that does affect your training, right? Because you don't have to be as disciplined as before. So that does it does force guys to be really, really disciplined. Just real
Yeah.
quick, I would say if people watching this, can they tweet the link in the stream just so we get that out there? I know some people are doing it, but more people would be great.
Everyone would be great,
That's
actually.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, support is free. Retweet the link, share the link. Let's go, people. Now, super middleweight, Christian and Billy, supposedly, according to Lester Martinez, will be fighting Canelo Alvarez in September. Okay. Armando Resendez will defend his WBA belt against Jaime Munguia in a couple weeks as the co-feature of Benavidez versus Zerto. The IBF belt was just won by Team Matt's Osleys Iglesias. I just want to point that out. And that the WBO will be fought by Hamza Shiraz and Alan Begich. The 168 has not been this scattered in a long time. Ultimately, who rises to the top?
I think I got to be honest. I think it's Iglesias that rises to the top. But
Team
I
Matt.
can I say one guy though that I'm telling you that don't sleep on? Shiraz. I'm gonna tell you right now. I think Shiraz is strong in this division. I think he's getting sharper. I'm telling you, I just think Shiraz. I know that that's been my guy, whatever, but I think this dude is going to be a problem as it goes on. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to tell you right now, Canelo and Bealey is not happening. It just does not pass the sniff test at all. I'm going to tell you right now, that fight is not happening. I do not believe that fight's happening. Nothing about that makes sense to me. I don't think Canelo wants to be in with a big, strong guy that works, that is working that often, is throwing that many punches. I do not think that's a fight that makes
So
sense.
you're telling me that Billy is sitting for no reason, wasting his career?
I mean, would that be the first time that Canelo does someone?
But I mean, would it really make that much? Would it really make like be that hard to believe that he sees a guy that has no defense that he can counter hook and potentially think he can hurt early and not have to deal with all that offense?
He's a big dude that works a lot, that is strong. I just can't see them putting Canelo off a loss in that fight. That's just not to me the way they would move Canelo's career.
So, all right,
He's 35. How much are you moving his career at this point?
your best guess, Ezra. Who does Canelo fight upon his return?
That's the hard part. But I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Caleb Plant, number 2. I'd be honest with you. That's why I think that's the way that they would move him. Like they would not. To me, it doesn't make sense to put him in with Mbili. Like it's just. I mean, do you guys favor Canelo in that fight against Mbili?
I don't know.
I think that's a 50-50 fight.
Bro,
I don't know that I favor. I don't know that I favor. I can't say that I favor him. I would probably be picking him to win by stoppage when it comes down to it. But I don't know that I could favor either of them because what you said about it.
Wait, you're picking Mbili to win by stoppage?
No, Canelo.
No, Canelo.
I said I would probably pick Canelo to win by stoppage when it comes down to it. But like, I don't know that I can favor either of them because what you're saying about Mbili is true, and there's I can definitely see him giving Canelo trouble, especially if Canelo doesn't want to take the punches, doesn't want to be in there, and then loses, and then his gas tank depletes after 5-6 rounds. Like that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, but here's the issue: Mbili is a swarmer. He's a busy fighter. He's not exactly a mover that plays right to Canelo hands.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like Canelo fighting a French version of James Kirkland, basically.
Yeah, but that was a different Canelo. I mean, okay, whatever, but that's a different Canelo. That's not the same Canelo we have now. Now, who would you guys favor Canelo more against, Shiraz or Mbili?
Mbili.
Really? Okay, all right.
I think I would favor him more against Mbili. Oh shit! Actually,
I would favor him more against Shiraz.
Okay. I'm just thinking. I've seen Mbili be able to go 10 rounds taking punishment from Lester. I don't know that I've seen Shiraz in with a fighter that tough.
So we see Shiraz is fighting, right? He's fighting on the Usyk card. Could we see him do a turnaround to fight Canelo?
Nah.
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Nah. Did you get a chance to watch Oslei's Iglesias?
I did. I liked what I saw.
Okay. All right. Shiraz versus Begic. You take Shiraz to win?
Okay. Yeah.
Have you seen any film on Begic yet?
A little bit clips.
Hashtag not impressed?
I just don't think he's being Shiraz. I don't know.
Okay.
I think like I'm pretty high on Shiraz actually. I like the way he looked in the Berlanga fight. Whatever you think of Berlanga, I like the way he looked in that fight. I like the way he looked pretty much in every fight besides Adames, and I think that had to do with a hand injury, in my personal opinion. But that's where I stand on it.
Now, Jamal Charlo announced and then deleted his retirement.
yeah.
Is he ever gonna get right?
I don't care. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care. I don't care. Like honestly, am I waiting for Jamal Charlo to fight? Like to think the arrogance to think that people are like waiting on the edge of their seat to be like, is this guy gonna fight or not? Who cares? Honestly, like who cares? If he gets in the ring, I'll watch it. Of course, he fights Plant. That's interesting. But honestly, like I don't truly care. He should have fought Resendez. Like I don't understand that he doesn't take that fight. I don't get how he doesn't make that fight.
He should have fought Resendez. He definitely should have fought Resendez. That was the fight to make.
The games being played, they're just he's not worth those games being played. I'm just sorry, he's not that guy anymore. He's not that guy anymore.
I mean, I still want to see him fight, but you know, it's gotten to the point where, you know, I always say, don't let any fighter put you in a position where you have to defend the indefensible. And we might be reaching that point with Jamal Charlo. Lester Martinez, how soon do you want him back?
Right away.
Okay.
Against who?
That's the part that's tough because a lot of guys are already kind of occupied. So if
Trevor McCombie is going to be the fight.
Oh God, please let that.
Well, but here's the thing: if we want Lester to fight 3-4 times in the year and stay busy, he needs he's gonna have a couple Trevor McCombie guys in that schedule.
Well, here's the thing:
regardless of how deep 168 is, you're gonna have some of those fights if you're fighting 3-4 times a year.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. He just had a Trevor McCombie guy.
Look who it is. Look who it is.
We in the building.
From the shadows.
We're in the brand too.
Mikey.
Come on, listen, unlike G-Unit, I'm always wearing the brand. You know what I mean? While 50 got mad at him, Matt's never going to be like, hey, this food doesn't represent the brand.
And to me, I am the brand.
I will say this: when we were on location during fight week, There was only one day that I saw Mike not wearing a brunch boxing shirt.
Oh yeah, Mike reps for brunch boxing. Mike reps for brunch. I want to say one thing though about if the Billy fight doesn't happen, that Lester should be there as the option for that fight. If the Billy Canelo fight doesn't happen, then Lester should be right there available for that fight.
Interestingly enough, Lester Martinez was the backup opponent for in case Terrence Crawford got injured.
Okay, so see, there you go.
Yeah, there we go. Let's move on to 160. Denzel Bentley claimed the vacant middleweight title against Andrew Saavedra. Great call, Ezra.
Yep.
As right. But it was only the interim.
Yes.
What the fuck is the WBO thinking allowing Janibek to keep that belt?
I don't get that. I don't get why that's not for the full belt. It's so stupid. Just a no need, unforced error. You know what I mean? They put the error on themselves. Janibek, here's the thing too, Janibek, he doesn't sell. Like, I don't understand. It's not like you're stripping Canelo here, guys. It's Janibek. It's not that hard to strip him. No one's gonna make a really get too mad about it, right? Besides me. You know what I mean? So, like, it's just so stupid. Like, just strip him of his belt. Give it to Bentley. That would have been awesome for Bentley to have the full belt after that performance, after a guy that's kind of worked his way back. That would have been great. But, of course, the belts make a stupid mistake again. Unforced error to keep Janibek the belt.
Yeah, I don't like that decision. I would love for Gustavo to actually explain it without legalese. You know, I don't want to hear, after looking at the totality of the situation and the legalities of the matter, we decided, no, I don't want to hear that shit.
Well, that's funny.
Why the fuck he still got the belt?
That's funny because you were just all right with that like 10 minutes ago, but all right. That's all right.
Because here's the thing. I think the law is on the side of stripping him. The motherfucker tested dirty. To be honest with you, I think the reason why they didn't strip him is because of pressure from Kazakhstan.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because the WBO, like, keep in mind, these sanctioning bodies love to do their conventions in East Asia and all these other places. Maybe they won't be so welcomed out there if they don't strip. I mean, if they strip.
I got to tell you.
That was going to be my question. How often is the WBO in Kazakhstan?
Yeah. If your sport is getting moved by Kazakhstan, right, on what they want,
here's what y'all don't understand.
In a good spot. I'll tell you that right
now. It's not just about being in Kazakhstan itself. Kazakhstan is very powerful in boxing out there in Central Asia. So that entire block of countries where they're at every single year, Kazakhstan is basically the leader of it. Why do you think Triple G is the president of world boxing right now? Kazakhstan is the leader out there.
That's okay. That's a good point. Matt, we're getting closer to the time, so I'm gonna dip out so we can get in the gym and everything.
Matt's ecstatic. He's been waiting to do the show alone.
I'm just showing what viewership's gonna do. Let me just show you example what viewership's gonna do.
It's about to drop.
It's about to drop.
Ezra, do you have that? Do you have the hat to throw at the camera?
I do not. I wish I. You know what? Damn! I should have brought the pirate hat. I never bring the pirate hat. That's a good idea. But I thank you guys for having me. This has been great. On location
on your own show.
Before you leave, Ezra. Give us your picks. Tyson Fury versus Makhmudov. Conor Benn versus Regis Prograis.
I'll go. I'm gonna go Benn by stoppage. I'm gonna say like 6th round. I'll go 6th round. My confidence level on that is a 5. I'm gonna go Tyson Fury by decision. I'm gonna go Tyson Fury by decision, and my confidence level is a 5 on that.
All right. I'm gonna go.
Do you have a total? Just real quick before we go.
No, I've been on the move this week. I will have it at the end of the day today.
All right.
Well, I'll have it tomorrow. I'll have it posted on the Brunch Boxing page tomorrow.
Confident you're winning,
bro? I'm winning. I'm for sure winning.
Ezra, here's the thing. I'm pretty confident Ezra's winning right now.
Yeah, I'm winning. I'm definitely winning.
I haven't done the total. I haven't done the totals the last 2 weeks, but I'm pretty confident Ezra's winning right now.
All right.
Matt might be like Seabiscuit, waiting for someone to get the lead before he turns it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Matt. Saying that because every time Matt sees a biscuit, he eats it. All right. All right. I'll catch you guys later.
Oh shit.
I almost called him the F word just now.
Yeah. I figured. But honestly, I feel like you are just kind of building the suspense. You know Ezra's gonna fuck up at some point.
Bro, here's the thing, right? Me and Ezra, I guess we have found this out through this contest. We go against each other quite often with these picks.
Yeah. You guys have
So
differing opinions a lot. That's what makes the show. That's what makes the show good. Is that you guys aren't
we'll
forcing
see.
conflict. You guys actually disagree with each other.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm taking Tyson Fury by KO, and I'm a 5 on that. And I'm taking Conor Ben by KO. I'm a 5 on that also.
Okay, so and I got cut out a little bit. Did he take
He took
Fury by
Fury by
decision?
decision.
Okay, that's what I thought. So you guys have
Yeah.
all the same things, but he had Fury by decision.
Yeah.
Got it.
Now,
Right. So you were
also
on the
at
middleweight.
160 pounds, obviously we're waiting on Aris Landy Lara to come back again. I haven't heard anything for him, to be honest with you. That's kind of disturbing, seeing as though he fought in December. Yo-Yo Hernandez is there. Man, it's a lot going on at 160, but it just feels like we need 160 is in desperate need of a tournament. Do a mini tournament. I think that'll shake some things out and get Janet back out of there. You know, Adames is, I'm at 160. Oh no, maybe I'll be at 168. Oh, but I'm still at 160. Make up your fucking mind. Now I see why these sanctioning bodies don't like the simultaneous champions. You got a week. Make up your fucking mind. What do you want to do? Let's go to 154, which is the hottest division in boxing right now. We saw the kickoff press conference between Xander Zayas and Jerron Boots Ennis. They both seem confident. I'm not sure if you saw any festivities, Huey, but they both seemed very, very confident. Xander Zayas is a lot bigger than
I was
Boots.
gonna say Xander looks fucking big. Pause. Like he looks like he's gonna be a super middleweight in the ring when they fight.
Yeah. Xander's a lot bigger than Boots, but Boots looked like he'd been waiting for this. When the fight first got announced, I'm like, you know what? I think Zayas might take it with the footwork. But after the first couple press conferences and the first face-to-face, now I'm leaning Boots. Maybe that'll change as the fight gets closer. This is a true 50-50, anything can happen kind of fight.
You
You
actually
know,
see it as 50-50, or are you favoring? Are you leaning towards Boots slightly now?
I'm leaning toward Boots slightly, but I can see myself leaning towards Xander by
Yeah.
the time fight night comes.
I think I had it the opposite way when this fight first got announced. I had it. I thought it was pretty even. I thought Boots was going to win. I think when we said what type fight it was when we were talking about that, I had it as like a 55-45, 60-40 fight in the favor of Boots. I don't think I'm going to change that much, honestly, because up until we get into the ring that night and we see how they interact with each other,
Yeah.
I still think there's a way that Xander can make this a really difficult fight for Boots.
Yeah, absolutely. Also at 154, Sebastian Fundora is reportedly in talks for a unification bout with IBF champion Josh Kelly. That would be perfect for the division. And Samson Lukowicz is talking about putting it on the same day as Boots versus Xander. Now, for those who are complaining about that, he's talking about in the UK. So Sebastian Fundora will go over to the UK. So think about it this way. You'll have Sebastian Fundora versus Josh Kelly in the afternoon. And then right after that, you have Boots versus Xander Zayas. I think that'll be perfect for the division.
Just a little
And honestly,
makeshift
that would be a
tournament.
perfect day of boxing.
Yeah, that'd be great. You have a makeshift tournament with all these champions that are going to fight each other, and then, well, and I mean, Boots isn't a champion necessarily, but and then you figure out who's the best. And unfortunately, it sucks that Virgil's on the outside looking in because of Rick.
Well, and because of Virgil,
Yeah,
because
a
at
little.
the
It's
end of the day,
not.
bro,
Yeah,
it's your life. Make the fucking decision, dude. And you decided to ride against Oscar, and it's not turning out well. Now you got to wait till at least September. to even get a decision on whether or not you're gonna have to stay with Oscar. And then what happens? What happens if the arbitrator rules in favor of De La Hoya? Are you still gonna try to fight it? Like, are you gonna just sit until your contract expires? Like, this is just not a great situation for Virgil Ortiz. He's just sitting there, not getting in the mix, and also not in the mix. Another 154-pounder Golden Boy, Charles Conwell. I understand he lost to Jorge Garcia, but does that mean that he's shelved now? He might be a guy that might benefit from going to Zuffa. Maybe do a Charles Conwell versus Sergey Bohachuk, something
I
like
mean,
that.
he'd have to move to 160 though, wouldn't he?
It's 4 pounds. Well, 6 pounds. It's 6 pounds.
And I
It's
suppose,
very,
I mean, a lot of the fighters are either moving up or down slightly in Zuffa, so it's not too terrible.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've honestly though, that's a great call out because I've completely forgotten about Charles Conwell since he lost to Garcia, and he was being mentioned in the name in as a potential opponent for all of these other guys that we're talking about leading
Yeah.
up to that fight. And he's just been kind of completely forgotten about since then, and he never really got the opportunity. And then when he lost a fight people didn't expect him to, and I mean, boxing's an unforgiving sport, man.
Also, a fighter we've forgotten about, Bakram Murzalia. What happened to the boogeyman?
He allowed us to forget about himself.
147, the division that continues to disappoint. Doesn't look like we're getting Devin Haney versus Rolly Romero. Devin Haney doesn't seem to want to fight anymore. It's really bugging me, man. I gotta tell you, it's really, really bugging me. I think, like I said before, Devin Haney has to decide whether or not he wants to be a promoter or the fighter. But no one's gonna pay you both ways. You can't call yourself a promoter if everything you do is subsidized. Where's your skin in the game? Where's your ass on the line? And he just hasn't done that. He wants to be treated like that and still get a guarantee like he's a fighter. Doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. So hopefully they can work it out. It's not looking good, but we'll see. Ryan said he's fighting Teofimo Lopez. We'll see what happens with that. Lewis Crocker has like a mandatory. We'll see. Yeah, it's just 147 has so much promise after Ryan Garcia beat Mario Barrios, and it kind of feels like it's back in the toilet again. So it is what it is. What are your thoughts?
There's a lot of names at 147 that could be an interesting matchups, but they're not being paired together for whatever reason. Like you said, Devin and Rolly have their issues, and it seems like most of those are on Devin's side. We have Devin, I think, again, with Devin potentially trying to hold out for a Ryan Garcia fight, Ryan Garcia trying to fight Tio. I think we have a lot of moving parts where if they can get on the same page, we can have a good competitive division, but it's also really top heavy. And there's not a much past those first like 4 or 5 names.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. 140, Richardson Hitchens defected to Zuffa. He still has to make his IBF mandatory against Rodolfo Delgado. We'll see if he does that, if he drops the belt. Ernesto Tito Mercado, free agent. I think he should go to PBC. Gary Antoine Russell, still looking for a fight. Dalton Smith is going to be fighting Alberto Puello very soon, at the beginning of June. So it is moving a little bit. I do wish they would match up against each other, though. I think Shakur Stevenson would be a great addition to the weight class, but I'm not too sure if he wants to be at 140. I
And
think for him, 140 is just special circumstances.
we got Keyshawn at 140 now too. Did you mention him?
I did not, because he's.
You don't care about the Albright fight?
I mean, listen, like I said, it's good for the storyline. Yeah, I beat your brother, and then y'all jumped me, and we fought before, blah 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 blah. But in the grand scheme of things, what does it all really mean? It doesn't mean much. I would rather see Nahir Albright versus Frank Martin Part 2 than to see that, but it is what it is. 135, Tank is coming, course, he'll be back in July. That's the word on the street.
Who do you want to see him fight? If you had your pick, who would he be fighting?
If I had my pick, he'll be fighting Shakur, but I know that he's fighting Pitbull.
Yeah.
Now, Gervonta Davis is in a very dangerous situation right now because he is in a situation where right now he's on the borderline of maybe people not caring anymore about him. You know, it's easy to be Tank and the brash guy when everyone cares, everyone's buying your fights, everyone's buying your tickets. But he's in a position right now where people might start to not care anymore. So I think he needs to, whatever he got to do, take it seriously. To take it seriously, that's what he needs to do. Murataya supposedly wants to fight Shakur. We don't know what's going to happen with that. I think they should fight if they're going to fight. Other than that, 135 is not that interested in me. I do love the Lamont Roach Williams Zepeda fight. Excellent fight. Excellent fight. I would love to see if Lamont Roach could get a third straight draw.
What the Zepeda Roach fight, that would be for the WBC spot?
Yes, that'll be for interim WBC
Against
belt.
Javier?
No, not the interim. It'll be for the WBC belt. I forgot Shakur got stripped. Yeah, it'll be for the WBC championship.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's make that fucking happen. And obviously that's gonna be a Golden Boy card. So
yeah, I would love that fight. That's a great fight.
Very, very interesting.
But stylistically, the funny thing about that is I could absolutely see Roach fighting that to a third straight draw.
Of course. Which is the funny part. Now, at 130, you know what? At 135, I gotta mention also Albert Bell is
Oh, he's
fighting.
finally getting a shot. He's finally getting his opportunity.
He's gonna have to go through Andy Cruz to get it, but whatever. Let's make it happen. You know, it's time to put up a shut up. For years, I have defended Albert Bell. Now it's time to show what he's capable of. You know, we'll see. At 130, reportedly, Oshaki Foster, Raymond Ford finalized the fight. Eddie Hearn said, "Not quite, but we're working on it." What are your thoughts on that fight?
I love that fight. I'm gonna favor Shock slightly in that fight. But I think that's a really competitive fight. I think that's, I think that's a close fight. I don't know if it's necessarily 50-50, but it's one of those where I could see it going either way. And that's probably the best fight you can make in the division right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if Navarrete ain't gonna fight nobody, yeah, it is the best fight that you can make in the division. I just don't understand why Navarrete refuses to unify with Oshaki Foster. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Because to me, that should have been the fight. But, I mean, I guess it is what it is at this point.
It's easier for him to get paid off his mandatories.
Yeah, I guess. 126, Angelo Leo versus Raif Salim for the IBF belt on May 9th. Very good fight. Like the fight. I don't know who's gonna win. I'm leaning Leo, but Raif Salim been waiting for this opportunity for a long time, man. Yeah, when people been waiting for so long, I'll be wondering if we're gonna get the best version of them we've ever gotten. You know, so we'll see about that. But this is really the NUA sweepstakes.
Yeah.
But I think it's very disappointing that they haven't fought each other in order to unify to make an NUA fight more enticing. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's a lot of good names at the top of this division with Leo, Fig, Shushu, Espinoza, and well, who knows how long Espinoza can keep making the weight. But
yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of great names, and they all just don't want to lose their chance to have that big payday. And if you mean, shit, I wouldn't want to either.
I'm dying to see Figueroa versus Espinoza.
Oh man, that'd be such an interesting fight to see.
Yeah, I'm dying to see that.
We
Over
got
at
a question
122.
Just before we move on, question from Sibi. Albert Bell versus Andy Cruz. Is there a date for that?
Not yet, but supposedly the fight is done.
Okay.
Supposedly. We haven't heard anything in terms of a purse bid, so maybe it is done. But supposedly the fight is done. At 122, the big fight, Junto Nakatani, Naoya Inoue, May 2nd. I don't think there's really anything else at this division besides that.
Yeah.
I do find it very interesting. Inoue said, hey, listen, I'm going to stay up here after the Junto fight for one more fight. If anybody's out there that want to answer the challenge, he didn't have to say the words Bam Rodriguez, but we know what he's staying there for. He's saying, Bam, step up and get beat down. And it doesn't seem like Bam has any interest in fighting Inoue at all.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, you don't want it.
He
It's so funny.
He knows he has a lot of career left to fight, and doing that at this point in time isn't conducive for him to continue having a successful career.
Yeah, the funny part is a lot of people in maybe the last year or two would have thought, oh yeah, Bam, anyways, Dr. Bam, Bam this, Bam that. And now everyone's seeing the bullshit. Everyone's seeing the bullshit. Like, this dude really don't want to fight him. Over at 118, we got Takuma Inoue versus Kazuto Ioka. We just saw this morning Tenshin Nasukawa won. Seiya Tsutsumi will look to defend his belt. Nonito Donaire says he is not retired. He will continue to fight. Rico Masuda, who just fought Donaire, he's up there. Yoshiki Takei. There's so many fighters at 118 right now. I'm kind of wondering how it plays out, and if my guy, Michael Angeletti, ends up being the best of all of them.
I forgot about Michael Angeletti. He needs to get a shot. He needs to get more visibility out there.
Yep. He's going to be fighting some Filipino guy.
He's top 10 in the WBA?
He's top 10 almost everywhere, but he's going to be fighting an IBF fight eliminator.
Okay.
Against some guy named
he's top 5. He's top 5 in the IBF.
Yeah, so he's going to get a shot as long as he wins, obviously.
And they don't have anyone rated at number 1 or 2, so I mean, he's at 5, but really he's the 3rd ranked fighter.
Yeah, exactly. 115. Let's see what Bam does. Is Bam going to move up and then come back down? And it's a whole mess. Just go fight Inoue, bro. I don't care about Willibaldo Garcia, respectfully. I don't care about the Maloney twin, respectfully. Just go fight the fights you want to fight and keep it moving.
I'm a Bam guy. I've been a Bam fan for a long time, and at this point, he doesn't seem to have any willingness to want to fight the fights that we are having the most interested in. Those being, and anyway, Robert can talk all he wants. I don't necessarily blame Bam for that one. That one's a few jumps away. That's a stretch of 2 divisions, whatever it is. He's been moving funny around Nakatani for a while.
Absolutely. But it is what it is. 112. There's not really much going on there. 108, not really much going on there. 105, Oscar Collazo. Pedro Tadaran want that fight. Melvin Jerusalem want that fight. They all want to unify, go for undisputed. He got to make those fights happen. I mean, it shouldn't be difficult to make fights at those weight classes, in my humble opinion. So let's make those happen. But yeah, that's every division in boxing we went through. Not going to go through the women because, it's not really my target demographic, and there's not really much going on in women's boxing besides Alicia Baumgartner saying she don't want to fight Caroline Dubois. Who cares? If she don't want to fight her, then stop talking shit. Any boxing news that you wanted to touch on that we didn't touch on?
I don't think so.
How are we feeling about Edgar Berlanga going to Zuffa?
It was expected.
Yeah.
I mean, who's he work with? Where else has Conley's fighters been going lately? I don't know that was too big of a surprise. I'm curious where he's going to fight at.
168.
Do they have 168?
They're going to make 168 for him. That's what they're going to do.
Okay.
One of Conley's other fighters who might be going to Zuffa, Teofimo Lopez.
Really? What
We'll
are your
see.
thoughts on that? I haven't heard any speculation on that. What are your thoughts on that? Because that would be a big signing for them.
It would be.
That
What's he
would
gonna do though?
would you say is that their attempt to legitimize the roster? They need
Uh,
Tio to come off a win before they do that though.
I'm trying to think who else they have. Yeah, it'll be a attempt to legitimize the roster. Definitely. They don't have anyone else I think that does that. But we'll see. I guess ultimately we'll see. I wanted to give the people some bets today. And I also wanted to do a quick breakdown of the Tyson Fury Makhmudov card.
Mhm.
I did interview Makhmudov a while ago. I don't know what I did with the video, to be honest with you. That's why I should have posted it right away instead of waiting until fight week. No clue what I did with the video. But he's ready to go. He said that Tyson Fury made a mistake by choosing him. He's going to go in there and he's going to punch. He's going to punch hard. He's going to punch often. And he thinks he's going to stop Tyson Fury. I think if Tyson Fury has anything left, he stops Makhmudov. Because one thing about Tyson Fury's not afraid to go to the body. And Makhmudov has shown that he is very susceptible to body shots and he doesn't take them well. So I'm leaning Tyson Fury by knockout. On the undercard, Conor versus Regis Prograis. Who gives a shit about that? You know? Is that Mikey again?
Yo,
It is
what
Mike.
up, gentlemen? We are live here. We are getting a private interview with Junto. I'm gonna switch the camera. He's getting ready right now.
Hey,
He's
look at
sitting
my guy
down.
Junto.
Is that going to be something that we
So yeah,
Matt, is that going to be something we wait here and do live? Are you doing that, or is Mike doing that? Mike and
No,
Ezra
no,
doing
Mike.
that, and we
Mike is
posting
gonna
a video?
interview.
I got me and I got the big dog with me right now. So
All right,
pause.
so look out for that on the YouTube channel. That'll be a YouTube exclusive coming to you here later today or tomorrow over the weekend.
Yep,
Brunch
man.
boxing
Just
Junto Nakatani.
send those questions if they have any. But yeah, they said it. They're gonna set up a back room for us and everything to do the interview privately. So
There's no need to send in any questions in. None of the questions will be better than the ones I ask. So please do not waste your
No,
time sending questions in.
no. We are a show of the people.
Yeah,
Ignore
what is wrong with
Ezra.
Ezra?
If you have any questions, feel free to DM Matt,
please,
DM me, DM Mike. All our
Please
ads
do
are on
not
the
waste
screen.
our time with Junzo
Or,
Nakatani
or send an email to
with your lesser than mine questions.
brunchboxingqa@gmail.com.
hey, listen. Ezra stepped in here, and now he sees the way Junto can win. He sees a nice way. We talked about it. You know, things are changing with serial life.
Believe.
Is
Starting to believe
Junto
it.
gonna be doing any training today?
Yes, he will. We can record the warm ups. We're allowed to stay for the sparring. We can't record any sparring, and then we'll do the interview after.
All right, yeah,
Oh
definitely
yeah,
record the warm ups.
yeah. Do that.
Definitely record the warm
Post that
ups.
to record those. Post a short or something on the YouTube page, so that way people can look out and see what he's got going on heading into this fight.
Or record the warm ups live.
No. They won't come out good. Dude, we can't even go Instagram live. I tried to go right now. Me and Ezra
Oh,
could not figure it out.
Yeah,
oh
no.
man.
It'll be better. It'll be better
Maybe
for
I
maybe
gotta switch to TikTok already. Fucking up.
if you need to send over the videos to me. We can get the watermark on them and get everything posted.
Sounds good. All right, we'll let you
All
guys
right.
get back to work. You guys
Sounds
continue
good,
doing
man.
good, great. We'll see
Hold
you
on,
guys soon.
Ezra, Mike, you guys got any bets for the people before we go?
Yes, Fury by what's the over under? Take the over for Fury. And then I'll take Ben by stoppage. Also, please, since I'm not there, I know I keep everything. I keep the show rolling. Please keep the energy up. I mean, the people are depending on us to keep the energy up. I know that today I got bigger things here that's going on, and like I said, don't waste my time with your questions. But please keep the energy up. Make sure the energy is up. I want the people to be entertained.
You said over eight and a
Over
half,
for yes for Fury.
and then you said Ben by stoppage, right?
Stop it. Yes.
Give me a second. I'm going to give you the odds on your
Yeah, we gotta go.
parlay
Juke
right
is about to
now.
warm up.
Plus,
So
those two together are plus 132. You double your
Excellent.
money.
All right. Catch you guys later.
All right, man. War Junto. Let's go. Boots on the ground, man. Now, on this Tyson Fury card, the only other fighter I'm interested in seeing is Breon Gorham, who is a very, very good young fighter out of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
He signed to Zuffa Boxing. I want to see what he has out there, and then I want to see him on Zuffa. Zuffa, going back to we'll get back to Zuffa. We'll get back to Zuffa. Um, my bets for the evening: Tyson Fury stoppage, Conor Ben stoppage. Keep it simple. That's it. Just two legs.
Conor Ben stoppage, Tyson Fury stoppage. Let me give you the what that is here. I got to take the over off, and then Fury wins by TKO KO. We got plus 106. So again, you and Ezra, two simple parlays just to try to get the people to double their money for the day. Get
Yeah,
them to
yeah,
tomorrow. Get them to tomorrow and buying them lunch.
exactly, exactly. All right. Gotta talk about Zuffa. Zuffa Boxing had their event last week, headlined by Andres Cortez versus Everton Garcia. But on that undercard, shocking upset. Tony Hirsch Jr. upset Robert Merriweather III, who was supposed to be like one of their big signings. We got a chance to talk to Tony this week. If you haven't seen the interview, check out the interview. Um, very, very good stuff. Very good stuff. He basically, hey, he's getting it through the mud. Started out fighting in Mexico, um, taking fights on short notice, like for basically following the footsteps of his dad, who is known as the king of the 14-day notice. So go check out that interview. Some good stuff going on at Zuffa right now. We were able to talk to Justin Valoria also this week, 135-pounder over at Zuffa. He seems to be ready for all the smoke. He's ready for the Mark Maxayos of the world, the Rayo Valenzuelas. He wants to fight anybody. He's just about ready to move on from being a prospect to a contender. So Zuffa is building something really nice with these young fighters. That's what I want to see. Anybody can take fighters that someone's already built and then match them together like it's, oh, look at this fantasy matchup. Anybody can do that. But can you build a fighter from scratch? Can you take a fighter from the ground up and build them up? Can you take a fighter who may not be as known and build them into a known commodity? And that's what we see Zuffa Boxing attempting to do. And they do have a couple blue chippers that I think that are going to be very interesting going forward. I would like to see them match up Valoria versus Hirsch next. That's what I would like to see. Like a little gulag fight.
Yeah.
Best prospect wins and moves
And
moves ahead.
that's the Zuffa TKO model is we're gonna match the next guy up with the next guy up and see who takes the step to the next level.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very interested to see what they're gonna do. I did see Tony Hirsch on WWE SmackDown
I saw that too.
yesterday.
Saw that too. They're pushing. They're giving him a push after his
Yeah,
performance.
yeah. That's that cross promotion. So Zuffa, I think through their first 5 events, I would give them an A grade. They have done a
Hey,
great they have done a great job. Um, I've been entertained by most of the events. They've had some good scraps, some they have some upsets, and I just hope that they don't make the same mistake that other promoters make where everything is a rematch. Please no rematches. Just let them fight each other, rise to the top, and then you can start doing maybe rematches after that, after some guys come back and get some big victories. But don't just go straight into a rematch like every promoter does when someone loses that's not supposed to lose. I've always hated that about boxing, so hopefully Zuffa doesn't do that. But we'll see. We'll see. Um,
I think you are going to see that once we get their the legislation ironed out and they're able to have their true titles and rankings and everything in place. You're going to see. I think you will see that when you get into like the top 5, top upper tiers of the division. If someone loses, champion loses to a number 4 ranked guy, 5 ranked guy, you're going to see that. But as you're getting the fighters moving through the rankings and becoming from moving from prospect to contender to championship opponent, then getting all those opportunities. Those guys aren't going to have those rematches. If a number 9 guy loses to an unranked guy, fuck him. That's what they're going to say.
Exactly. Yeah, but that's pretty much what I want to get into. I think that's the whole state of boxing right now. Boxing's in good hands. For those who thought boxing was dead because ESPN left boxing, now in boxing we have ESPN, TNT, Paramount Plus, Amazon Prime, and The Zone. So boxing is spread out everywhere. The tentacles are everywhere, still alive and kicking. It's just a matter of making the matchups that the people want to see and putting these events on. If I could give any advice to Golden Boy, keep on doing what you're doing, but keep on putting these events on. PBC, roll out these events. People like your events, keep rolling them out. Top Rank, hometown fights. Great start with Abdullah Mason if that fight goes through. And that would be the perfect place to put Albert Bell versus Andy Cruz.
Oh, on that Ohio card, yeah.
Make that the co-feature.
Yeah, Andy Cruz isn't a main event fighter unless he's going against someone of note for a title. Yeah, put him in the co-main.
Yeah, but here's the reason why. Albert Bell from Toledo, Ohio.
Yeah. I was just trying to think like if Andy would want to take a co-main fight, and I was just thinking he's not really a main event fighter.
Yeah. Eddie Hearn, you did good. You did good, boy. You did good. And Frank, keep matching them heavyweights, baby. That's it, man.
The Davis brothers, DB, they're gonna be back in Virginia too, right? In Norfolk.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of that going on right now.
A lot of stuff going on in boxing right now. A lot of good stuff. Great schedule. Just keep following, keep supporting the sport, and keep supporting Brunch Boxing. We put a lot of content out for you guys, man. Go check out all the cool content we got, and we
Your
also
Spotify
have
and music are gonna get flooded here tomorrow too.
Yeah, exactly. And we also got Junto Nakatani interview coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. Junto
That will be
Nakatani.
a YouTube exclusive, so make sure you go over to the YouTube at Brunch Boxing Pod and subscribe.
Exactly. Like, share, subscribe. 5 stars on Apple. Subscribe on Spotify. Leave some comments under the episodes, just so we can know that you're alive. Like, share, subscribe on YouTube. Go follow us on Instagram. Go follow us on Twitter/X. And as always,
Hold on, this is just for Ezra because he's gonna come back and watch this. The viewer count was at 153 when he left the show and did his downward. It's at 191 right now.
yeah. They don't like his mug.
33% increase when Ezra left the show.
They don't like his mug. Man, Big Boss wants to know where the rumor report. Here's the thing, right?
Got anything? I got it ready.
I don't want to do the rumor report on the show no more.
Oh, you want to do it on Wednesdays on the midweek show?
Or if I have a rumor, I will do a YouTube short.
Yep.
And post it on YouTube.
I think the Wednesday show or shorts works better because the Wednesday show and shorts are you guys going over more of the news, where this is like reacting to what's happening and what's about to happen as far as the actual fights on the Saturday show.
Yeah. So listen, the rumor report's not dead. It's just gonna be in a different form.
It'll make cameo appearances as needed on the regular Saturday show as well.
Yeah. No doubt. But like I said, listen, I'm not above support, so make sure you guys support me too. Hit the Cash App. $.
Show people what that is.
That your face. $. Is that your face? Hit the Cash App, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, listen. Shout out to Ray Jackson. Ray Jackson hit the Cash App But make it a 20 next time, brother. Make it a 20 next time. Make it a
Uh,
20 next time. But
Matt,
y'all gonna keep
didn't
the
you
cash
appear
down.
on someone else's show earlier this week and have
I
an
did.
interview with who'd you talk to?
Elijah Garcia.
Elijah Garcia. That was it. Go
That
check
was
that
on.
out on the Divine Hooks page as
Yeah.
well.
Elijah Garcia, big wrestling fan. Who knew? Good stuff there. Good stuff there, man. But this has been another edition of Brunch Boxing. He is our super producer, Huey P. He is our COO, the Mexican Al Heyman Mike. He is our host, Ezra Boxing. I am Matt. We are Brunch Boxing, and we.